welcome once again to Championship Pocket Billiards, courtesy of ACCUSTATS Video Productions. It's my great honor to be in the booth with Melvin "Strawberry" Brooks, one of the greatest one-pocket players of all time. Straw, why don't you describe the impending contest for our viewers?
Well, we have two of the greatest pool players to ever play the game, Steve Mizerak, the Miller Lite commercial fella, and the recent winner in the 9-ball tournament in Virginia, I think, the great Buddy Hall. They're now getting ready to lag.
Well, I'm excited here this week. We're in Roanoke, Virginia for the second annual Roanoke One Pocket Open. And once again, a lot of the old timers have gathered here. I want to talk about the next table. Weenie Beanie, Bill Staten, and Johnny Urbalino are playing. And I want to give you an idea, Straw, how much Bill Staten loves one pocket. He postponed a heart operation to come and play in this tournament.
Is that right?
Yeah, he sure did. He's rescheduled it for 1 week later.
What he's going to bypass?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I believe it.
Bypass?
So.
He loves the game so much.
Well, both of those guys have been a credit to the sport, as have you these many years. Meanwhile, this is a race to 4, and Steve Mizerak won the lag. Do you think these are contrasting styles, Strawberry?
Real close. Real close. Steve plays a little more one pocket than Buddy Hall does. But Buddy been playing on the circuit with us for the last, I know, 4 or 5 years, and his game has come along real good.
Well, he runs 1,000,000 balls and never misses a bank. Should be a great match.
I think, as the great Jose Perica said, he can't play, but 8 and out. It's the best move a man can make.
Look at this break. Buddy's in trouble here. He might consider going off the 5 and bringing the cue ball back on the end rail on the other side of the 6 ball, but if he does that, he leaves a bank on the 9.
Leaves a bank on the 9.
He could give him the 6 off the 4 ball, but I don't see any way to handle the cue ball. You see anything you like here?
The pockets are fairly tight, as you can see on the screen.
That's a great point. These are 4.5-inch pockets.
If he hit the 6, and it's up off the rail just a little, if he hit the 6 with pretty good speed, it might jam up and both of them will go away.
He might even have enough angle, you're saying, maybe to hit the high side of the 4 ball. That'd be a good shot if he could do that.
Yeah.
One thing for sure, Straw, he's got to deal with that 4 ball. He cannot leave that there.
He can't leave that there, no.
I wouldn't mind giving up the 6. That wouldn't bother me. That's a nice shot.
Very good.
That's a real good shot.
Very good.
And notice he looked for the nice, simple way to do that, too, where he could just stop the cue ball.
Yeah.
Now, Steve does not have a bank on the 9. He could maybe knock the 9 over around the area of the 12 and 13, put the cue ball on the end rail, or he could take a kick at the 9. The problem with the kicking at the 9 is he might sell out the 4 ball.
Yes. I know what he's going to do. He's going to bank at the 9 and put the cue up there by the chalk, up by the left pocket. You don't have anything going toward his hole here on the left.
Well, if he doesn't get the cue ball awfully close to frozen on the end rail, though, Buddy is going to bank the 1 into the stack.
Yes.
Well, that was kind of tentative.
Even better.
Anyway,
Grady, I
think
think
the ball counts 1-0.
I think the move was tentative because it can hit the 15, put both of them back on his side. And
well, he's sure not in any trouble, is your point, right? And that's what Buddy's going to do, I think. No, look what he's going to do. He's going to knock the 15 2 rails, maybe try to go into the 13. And that's a good shot. He got a lot of balls on his side. Now the break has kind of changed complexion here. Steve might have a combination bank if he could hit the low side of the 13, but that's a tough shot, and it's hard to control a 13 ball.
On the 15 ball that he just shot, if you look at it on the screen, you can see a closer angle than we can see from back here. Now we can see it a little better.
Well, he made a good shot.
He sure did.
As a spectator taking pictures, and I don't think Steve cares for that.
No, he's real jumpy when it comes to people being around the table.
Well, now my early impression here, Straw, is that Steve is not protecting the advantage that he did have. He's I don't know, he's not trying to move balls towards his pocket, it seems, and that could end up getting him in trouble.
Yeah.
But he might even have a shot to bank the 5 and run the cue ball into the 3.
If it kick up behind him and he make it, he might have a good chance to win it.
Well, he does have a good. I think I would take a shot at this
I'd
because the
have to.
4 is the only other ball that goes. Now I don't like going into the 7.
I don't like the way he's going at it.
Going into the 7 is risky. Well, not like that. It's not. What a great shot. Look at this.
You know what that comes from? Constantly playing the game and not being a one-pocket player. The shots come up repetitious. And you know, you see, I would have went the opposite way.
Well, I would have too, but the results is hard to argue with them. Now, look at the spot Steve's in. He has no bank. He's in a really bad spot.
Yes.
He might be able to maybe shoot the 15 into the 5, but I don't think he can even do that because he can't control the cue ball.
It's frozen on the rail.
I just don't see anything here. Well, he's going to study it a minute, but I don't think he's going to find any kind of bank.
He can't bank that 15 ball. Can he go by there?
No, I sure don't think so. Now, it's possible a 14 might go. He's only got a half a pocket. The 3's blocking part of the pocket. I don't even see a place he can take a scratch, do you? And if he does, that's not going to get any better anyway.
It's going to get worse. Once he do that, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, he's got to try something here.
He don't have a shot where he can send the balls toward his hole and try to move it.
Well, if he hit the 13 ball, which I believe he did, that's a pretty good shot.
I think so.
Well, Buddy can shoot the 11 ball.
Terrific shot maker.
Well, all he was trying to do was improve his position a little bit. He hopes maybe Buddy won't hit this perfectly, and maybe he'll at least have some kind of bank or a way to give.
Look like it's going to be
Buddy
back in the same place.
Well, I saw he had a free shot on the 11.
He had help with the 5 being so close to his pocket.
Sure. But notice he had him locked up if he didn't make it, too. Now,
back in the same position he would have been in if he had missed it.
I think he's shooting the 15 ball here. I don't think he can quite hit the 13. Now, he's in great shape. He's got 2 balls. He needs 6. I might come out for the 12 right now.
You'd have to. If play option, keep the balls in a circular. Yeah, that's it.
Nice shot.
Right.
Now he needs 5, and I see 4 of them there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now I believe the 13 is the right shot. And I would just play to go up and get on the 4-12. Needs to move the 13 so the 4 will go anyway. Just like straight pool too, Straw, it's a good idea when they're open like this to play position on more than one ball. That way
if he can draw it back and move to 10. See?
Well, that's a good shot too. Well, this one I think we'll see him just kind of lag it in the pocket, maybe a little right English and play position on the 5 ball. I don't think he'll draw this. No reason to draw it.
Just pocket the ball.
Yeah, all he's got to do is make it. He'll want to go through the 7 ball a little bit. Nice shot. Now he needs 3. And I would personally, if I had this, I think I'd go ball first and try to go 3 rails with the inside English, but he can also go 2 rails. Got to be careful to. This isn't so easy. The 3 kind of comes into play. It's a nice shot. He needs 2 balls. And here, I believe I'd just play for the 2 ball bank, wouldn't you? Next.
No other way.
No reason to get cute here, right?
Get cute. Just pocket the ball and bounce out.
Little low left English. That's a good shot. Now we'll get to look at the patented rifleman bank stroke. All these years, he's been one of the best bankers in the world. I love the way he hits bank shots. No doubt. And just like that, it's 1-0 advantage, Buddy Hall.
That was a picture run out.
Well, I think Steve lost the game myself early on by not being a little more aggressive.
The shot he shot. Remember I told you this on the 15 ball, it wasn't aggressive enough to make it. He get him in the bank, but Buddy was smart enough to bring it back on the stack, hit the 3 ball, and put him in trouble and put the balls over by his hole. The next shot he won.
Well, that just more or less outright won the game for Buddy. That nice shot.
Yes. If Steve don't move the 5 or the 7, he wouldn't have lost the game because they were tied up.
And let's go back to the nice shot Buddy made to get out of the break too.
Yes. Right? Yeah, the very first shot.
He gave Steve a ball, but got completely out of the break.
Close to the rail.
Sure. And he did it by simply stopping the cue ball. Well, he might have room to kick at the 15 ball here. And if he can't do that, then I think he'll probably hit the 14 ball fairly thick and go to the side rail and nudge 15 out a few inches. But if there's room, I prefer the kick in the 15.
He has to bring the 14 back on his side, because if he don't, the man's going to bank the 1 straight back. If he can see it. Yeah, he did it. Nope.
That's a good shot.
Yep.
But if Buddy can see the 1,
it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
You have a better angle of it than I do.
I'm looking at the screen. It's pretty close.
Now, if I'm in this position, Strawberry, I'm hoping that my opponent puts me on the in rail, because I can get out of it some kind of way.
If he puts you up there.
Sure. But as I look at this, I don't see any way that Buddy has to get Steve on the other side of the stack.
I'd put him up close to the 12 myself.
Yeah.
Hit the 8.
He's looking, I think, to see if he can hit that 2 ball straight ahead and miss the 7 and follow the cue ball over. I don't know if he's got that kind of angle. That's a good shot if he has the right angle. But banking the one's not bad either if you can see it. Got sideboards with the 15 and just lay the cue ball right on the end rail. That's a nice shot. Nice shot.
In our match, I got out a lot of those traps you had me in by leaving you straight in.
Oh, sure. Sure.
I think that a lot of reasons for people not playing a good game of one pocket nowadays, they're afraid to leave a man a shot.
Well, you and I are from the old school.
That's right.
Let's see what Steve does here. He's got a lot of choices. Now that's a nice shot. That's
very good. Killed the cue ball with left hand English and it hit the other ball and died right down. Buddy is from out this way somewhere, Kentucky or somewhere in that area.
He's from Metropolis, Kentucky, a little old bitty town. He runs a pool school there. Mm-hmm. Look at that nice bank shot. He had
real
to
good
twist
banker.
that. Well, he's going to look now and see if he can make anything after he shoots the 8 and the 1 in. And as I view it, I don't see much there. But I don't like trying to break the stack up with the 1 either because he moves everything towards Steve Mizerak's pocket. He might consider making the 8, the 1, and then banking the 6. I don't know.
He might have, if he keep an angle on the 1, he might have the 7. See, or he did it. The 2 ball possibly is straight in. Can you see
I don't think it goes.
No.
But I don't even, there's no way to hit the stack here and get a shot.
No.
I would either play to bank the 6 next or at least go over on the other side of the stack and maybe play to knock the 2 ball on my side, or maybe he's got a shot to do something with that 5 off the 11 or something. I don't know. He's looking to see if he can get an angle to move some balls by his pocket.
Did Buddy win his first match?
Yes, this is a winner's bracket match.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why I didn't like that, because I know you're going to move everything towards Steve Mizerak's pocket. Now, he is not in any great trouble here, but the next shot he could be.
He's out. He's out.
Yeah, he's got an angle to bank the 10.
Hit the 4 ball.
Cue ball into the 7, he's probably out.
4 ball. 4. See, he's out.
Oh, look how easy he made that bank look. That's not an easy bank.
No.
And he ignored Steve Mizerak's pocket, too. And he's got 4 balls. And he's not going to play the 9 ball because he cannot get position. I don't think he's got a shot here. I'll play the combination.
5 combinations.
Nice shot, nice shot.
Oh, he was out.
Well, they don't call him the rifleman for nothing. I think we'll see him follow 2 rails with high right English and play position on the 13 here. Or he might punch it out 1 rail with...
He's going to draw it on the 7, watch. He'll draw it on the 7. He got a powerful stroke, powerful stroke. He'll draw it on the 7.
I don't know that he got... Well, I think he got an angle to bank this, but does he have an angle to bank it and not sell out the 9 in case he happened to miss it? The balls are lying good enough, Straw, where Mizerak could conceivably get out if he
if he make a mistake.
I think I'd just go into the 9 and think that I could make the bank. Well, I'll tell you what, Steve Mizerak is in this game.
Yes.
Now he's going to bank the 4 into the 7-9 combination. That's what he's looking at. Now, if I wanted to do this, I'd play to put the cue ball just past the left-hand side pocket. I wouldn't go to the end rail here.
No.
Like
He
that.
did it. If it's staying tight, he can make it.
That's a nice shot. Well, he's a little unfortunate that he didn't end up with a better shot than that.
Balls didn't move for him. If Buddy shoot the 9 ball and drive the balls up the table, he wouldn't have been in the game.
Well, if he plays the 7 here, I don't see how he can play the 7 and end up with a shot. He's planning to go back up the table.
Still in it.
That's a nice shot.
And he's still in it.
Well, if Buddy can hit the 4 ball thick, he might consider just stopping the cue ball. And what would happen, he'd move the 4 and the 7 and leave Steve behind the 14 ball. Of course, that's a hard execution from that distance.
I would.
Got another shot here, Strawberry. He could knock the 15 up the table and the cue ball behind the 4-7.
14. He needs 2 balls.
Well, I wouldn't shoot at this 2 ball. This is like almost betting the game on it, right? Well, Steve needs all of them. He's going to have to play the 11 ball here. Now, he might have an angle to go to the side rail and then into the 2 ball. And if he does that, I think he's out. Well, you got to.
Shot it too fast.
He kind of one-stroked it, didn't he? I'm surprised at that. He had a great chance to win the game.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 games to nothing, Buddy Hall. And I bet Buddy is delighted to have gotten out of that without having it come down to being a cliffhanger kind of game. If Steve pockets that 11 ball, he's right back in the thick of it. Got a lot of balls by his pocket. It's 1 apiece over there, Straw, Ervelino, and Staten.
The 1 pocket lover. Ooh. He just scratched. Steve was trying to pocket the 11 and drag the cue into the 15 and let it bank back across the table.
Look at this, a ball on the break.
Ball on the break.
Well, that's a good way to get back in the match.
Yes.
Because he can't afford to lose this game 3 to nothing. You're not going to come back against the likes of Buddy Hall.
No.
Now, he needs Strawberry, I think, in this kind of situation. Now, you're a veteran and a great come-from-behind player. I think he needs to take a little extra time, make sure he gets as many balls here as he can, maybe even get out.
Ooh.
I like playing for the 5 ball and getting an angle.
That's what I'd have did right there.
Well, he
I would have tried to bring it back on the 15, let it, rake him toward the hole.
Well, actually, he made a really good shot. He's left-handed, so he can reach his 6 ball.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he can make that.
You got to be careful here.
It's a pretty good shot.
I kind of like drawing this and trying to hit the bottom side of the 2 ball with the cue ball.
So that the 8 can come back toward his
plus
pocket.
the cue ball should go down to the end rail and then out.
To the 13.
I don't like hitting this with no English. It's possible to scratch hitting it with no English. He's using low left English. I like that. Ooh. We're going to take another look at Steve Mizerak's break shot where he pocketed the ball. Look, there's the cue ball already on its way towards the rack. And beautifully done. All right, got to be a little careful here. Yeah, I believe the score is Steve Mizerak 4 balls, Buddy Hall none. We'll count the balls in just a moment. That's what the score is. I might mention too to you aspiring one-pocket players, it's important to always know what the score is. I don't know what you do, Straw. I always keep it in my head the whole game. I don't want to lose by not knowing what the score is.
It's very important to keep the score. It can determine a won and lost game by not being able to keep the score.
My buddy's in trouble here.
Yes.
He can thin the 14, but that's really tough. The 11 ball, sometimes from that distance with the cue ball close to the rail, it's possible to double kiss it.
And scratch in this corner.
Sure. Tough spot he's in here. There isn't anything on the 13 or the 8. You can't see the 5 ball. I think he's shooting the 11 ball. And he'd like to hit the left side of it. Like that.
Yeah.
But he leaves the bank.
Too much going against you when you do shoot a ball like that.
Well, what I don't like about that is that there's really nothing to gain there.
It don't do you no good.
Yeah. Anyway, Steve Mizerak has a free bank. Might also mention that Kim Steele is one of the sponsors of this tournament. And these tables play great, don't they?
Very good. Very
All
good.
the rails are, they come off evenly and good speed.
Simona's cloth, 860.
Right, 4.5 inch pockets. Okay, Steve needs 3 more balls. And the 13 is going to be what he plays position on. Oh, he decided to play for the 14 ball. Hey, he's got room to get to the rail and miss the side pocket. And playing for 1. And after a kind of a sluggish start, Steve's right back in this match.
He's playing for 1?
I think that's all it needs.
2 games to 1. Favorite Buddy Hall.
Our old friend Jimmy Fusco's playing this round, and Wade Crane. A really good field here this week in Roanoke. Some guy that I don't know named Newport beat Rafael Martinez 4 games to nothing too. I'm sorry I missed.
Newport? He's my way.
Oh, is that right?
He's
Well, he must be a good player.
He's a cue maker.
Oh, is that right?
Him and his father. His father initially started and then turned the business over to him. He beat Rafael
4 to nothing. And some of the people who watched the match said he played real well.
Strange things go on in one pocket, Grady.
Yeah, they sure do. Okay, 2 to 1. And as we at first suspected, an exciting match. Well, he left the 5 ball.
I think one of Buddy Hall's weaknesses is he break the balls too hard. You notice that, Grady?
Yeah.
He does.
Well, on a new cloth, 860 Simonis, it's going to be pretty fast, and this will happen sometimes. Now, I don't know what you like here. He can either go into the 10 ball, or he can play to go 2 rails into the 2 and 4 ball. I think the right shot is just to use low right English like that.
No. He one-stroked it again. That's the only time he missed.
Well, I'm really surprised at that.
You notice he one-stroked when he missed 11 before in the other game? He just one-stroked it.
And this is big. This is huge, Straw, because 3-1 and 2-2, I mean, there's a difference of night and day in games.
Yes.
My buddy's got a nice, easy combination on the 4. Oh, look at this. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been around this racket all of my life, as have you, and I've never seen these 2 great players miss 2 shots like that.
No.
And for Steve Mizerak, he's rather fortunate to have gotten away with that unforced
With the first
error.
miss.
Now, does he have room to draw above the 12 ball? I think he does. And he wants to shoot this easily.
I think. Yeah. He got a good roll out of it and he kicked it out.
Well, I don't know. He can't do anything after the 13. I think he's going to have to roll forward and try to get on the 6 ball bank. If he shoots a 12 ball, he can only get, that's all he can get.
He can get it back. He has an angle. And when you plant, what size are these pockets? 4 1/4?
4 1/2.
4 1/2.
Well, if he draws it back, unless he's faced with the same thing, he's got the 12.
No.
Here,
if he had drew it back with like a good jump stroke and backed it off, he could have banked the 6.
now see, he can't go into the 11 here. If he hits the bottom right-hand part of the 11 with left English, he could go to the side rail and out, but there's no control on those object balls. He could end up in a lot of trouble.
And as long as his buddy has these balls with these combinations toward his pocket, he's always a threat to win.
And if he goes into the 11 and hits it too thickly, he's got problems. I wouldn't go into the 11. I would just play to make the 12 and plan to play a good safety the next shot.
He has a real good safety here.
Well, he's got a shot here.
You see it right there on the screen? On the 2, stick him right on it.
Stick him and have the 2 go off the 6 over to the side rail. And
the 13 is in. The 11 is in, no wonder.
Oh, he's got a dead ball. I didn't see that.
Guys get a dead ball. I think.
Well, Steve Mizerak, Strawberry, won the World Straight Pool Championship 6 times, so he's going to know dead balls, that's for sure.
I know, but playing one pocket, I think after you get a dead ball, you should place the cue ball to a ball that's standing still once the ball splatters, so you guarantee the shot.
Well, he might not have had that luxury there. I think he had to hit at a certain angle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, real nice.
Very nice. And, of course, straight pool helps your one pocket a lot.
Helps it. Oh, tremendous.
I'll never forget Lassiter. Didn't know one pocket very well, but boy, could he run 8s. But at any rate, save only the pocketing of the 7 and 14, which I think is the way he's going to play it. It's going to be 2 apiece. And for Buddy Hall,
he's playing for 1.
Yeah, he's playing for 1. I'm really surprised.
It's all tied up, 2-2.
Buddy inadvertently missing that relatively easy shot.
When 2 players shoot of this caliber, You cannot miss balls like that. Almost cinch balls. You couldn't even bet a guy would miss balls like he just missed the one ball.
There's Weenie Beanie in the white sweater, and been around this sport many years, Strawberry, hadn't he?
Yes.
In fact, you used to play Bill many years ago.
Many years ago.
When he had the pool room
in Arlington,
Virginia.
Yes.
And of course his opponent, John Ervelino.
Played him in New York years and years and years ago.
Well, here's an interesting shot. How do you play this? Looks to me like he can go off the high side of the 4 with a lot of left English, go over to the side rail and back behind the 9-6. That's one possibility.
Okay, Grady, let me say this. You see the way the ball is angled, and on Simona's cloth, balls have tendency to slide. So you don't really need no English. The ball will slide behind it by itself. See it? He didn't put no English on. No, he hit it. He didn't hit the 4. What was it? He didn't hit the 4 thick enough. Instead of the ball bouncing off straight, it hits the rail and slides. Just
well, that's why I like the spin, because if you hit the side rail, it has to go behind those balls.
Okay.
But who knows?
In our match, you had a bank. Let me see. It's on that side of the side pocket, and ordinarily you can't bank a ball like that on an ordinary table from that angle and make it come this way.
Mm-hmm.
So the new cloth has tendency to slide like.
Oh, it will, sure. Now here,
some degree.
He's got some interesting choices here.
Yes.
A shot I like, if I'm a little farther off the rail than Steve is to bank the 1 into the 6-9 and go 3 rails around the table. But he's got a nice shot on this 12, sideboards with the 9. This is a better than even money bank, wouldn't you say?
I would shoot the 1. For him
and put the cue ball where?
For him to bank the 12, he'd has to stop the cue ball between the side pocket and the spot. The man I have a shot on the 1. He can bank at the 1 and snooker the man from the 11.
Well, I think I would. I'd pull this ball back below the right-hand side pocket, I think. I don't think I would let it go forward here, the cue ball. Well,
he let him out of it. He let him out of it.
Well, he's not out of it yet, but Buddy's going to take an easy kick behind the 9-12.
He has to.
Or, well, that's no good. I started to say he could go off the 3 ball, but that's risky.
Too risky.
He's looking to see if it's frozen. A lot of times if I'm playing Strawberry, I won't call a ball frozen. If a guy is shooting something I know can't do me any harm, I won't call it frozen.
It's to your advantage sometimes because the ball...
That's nice speed. I see here I would take a scratch and try to put it by the right-hand side pocket.
Put him on the top rail, especially I put him in the center of the table where he can't kick.
Well, you probably shoot the 1 ball if you do.
It's all right, let him shoot it. No, he let him out of it now. I don't know.
Well, I kind of like the shot he just did. That's what I would have tried to do with it. I don't see that he's got much here. He can't give him the 12. No way to hit the 2 into the 11 and get out of it. No kick to get behind those balls again. He might shoot the 1. That's probably as good as he has. I play to overcut this, no English, and forget the balls. Just try to make it. He did overcut it. Oh, that's a hard shot. Well, I tell you, the momentum of this
shot
match
Buddy had has changed over.
Sure. Well, the whole match has changed. Steve Mizerak has all the momentum at the moment.
The score is 2-2.
And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relatively easy balls here, and he should be out. Well, I don't know. He's got to play the 3-ball combination. He's got an angle where he can get the cue ball back on the side rail.
He can do anything here almost. But he's got to go for the balls.
He's got to go for this.
Got to go for the balls.
I mean, this is such a good shot. I might even consider going into the 4-ball with the cue ball. So that I would have position, you know.
Stay there.
Of course, he's got to. Well, he's got to be careful if he shoots a 2-ball. Like if he plays to come back into the stack, which is a great shot, you got to be careful he doesn't leave the 1-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what, Buddy's still got a great chance to win this game.
Sure
now,
has.
what a lot of guys do wrong, and let's talk about this for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to get impatient here. He's probably going to have to take an easy kick here again. The 1-ball is I don't think it's much
question.
good.
Take him an easy kick and
now, which one does he want to hit? He doesn't want to, if he kicks, well, he's going to shoot the 1.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make one of my great attempts at a call. If he shoots the 1 and makes it, I predict he'll scratch off the backside of the 6. Now, I would want to hit the 6 here, not the 12.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot.
Very nice.
Now for Steve Mizerak, from here, I would take a 2-rail scratch and put it down by the far right-hand corner. He's got nothing coming off the 5-ball.
Let me say this. If he take a 2-rail scratch, he has to put the ball up by the chalk so that the man can't maneuver with the cue ball. You can put a guy in a spot where he can't, see if you put him in the center of the table, then he can't kick.
Yeah. Now he's got an easy kick shot.
See if he
That's a great point.
See that chalk up there? I would have went up there and just looked at it and got hit with a bridge and then shot it straight up instead of 2-railing it like that. Or either.
Well, that's why you have one of the great 1-pocket minds of all time. That makes perfect sense.
Yes,
here, he's got no problem.
No problem kicking the same shot over.
And let's talk about that a minute. Straw, one of the keys I have always felt to playing great 1-pocket is thinking about, you think to yourself, what is he going to do if I put him here? And you don't want that to be easy. You want it to be difficult.
And years ago, like I'm out the old school like yourself, Grady, I always knew where the other guy was going to shoot.
Well, nowadays they play so aggressively.
They play so aggressive.
You can throw that out the window because they're not able to do anything.
That's 3 in a row. Yes. Question, Grady. If I have my out ball sitting in the pocket and you frozen on the rail on the same side, hold it. He can always run the tape back, buddy, and check it. Oh, you
we
can
run the tape back and check it.
Steve.
run the tape back and check it.
Okay.
We're going to take a minute and run the tape back and check to see whether Steve Mizerak has taken 2 intentionals in a row. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. If you'll bear with us just a moment. We'll have it on the monitor momentarily. All right, it won't be on the monitor, but we will have that information for you.
Again, my question. If I have my out ball sitting in the pocket and you're frozen on a rail and you cannot scratch behind it, I've seen guys foul the cue ball and then shoot it.
Well,
what's the ruling on that?
What you do, you just don't call a foul. The guy says,
there's a ruling on that in the rule book.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
I say, but there's a ruling on it, Grady.
Okay, what is it?
The ruling is you win the game. It is not a foul.
It don't matter.
Okay, right.
You win the game.
Sure.
Well, you just have to edit that out or something.
Okay.
Right.
There's only one foul.
One foul. That's what I told him, one.
It didn't matter anyway because Steve decided to play safe. Well, we've got an interesting match here. Straw, the score in balls is nothing to nothing.
The score is 2-2.
In games and nothing to nothing in balls.
When you have 2 exciting players and aggressive players like this, you figure to go to the wide, crowd pleasing. Our match didn't go to the wide, but it was crowd pleasing. Very crowd pleasing. I really enjoyed that.
Well, I always enjoy playing against you and all the guys that really have meant so much to One Pocket over the years.
I try to make it to all the tournaments.
What do you think here? You see anything you like here?
Who broke? Steve broke?
Well, Buddy has the pocket on the lower right-hand part of the screen.
He can 3-rail at 12 and fall down.
Well, I think he hits a 5. No, he had to hit it thinner than that.
Thinner than that, yeah.
But see, he leaves Steve a couple of pretty good shots.
Pretty good options here.
I know one thing. There's a shot I like here a lot. I like banking the 5 into the stack and going
to the
4 rails
15.
and putting the cue ball behind the 1-4. See, I don't see much that he can do.
That's the kind of aggressive one-pocket player you have to play to be a winner. You cannot shoot the 5 ball into the stack, bust them wide open and bring the cue ball up the table because the guy might have a shot where he can bring them back to you. But if you go 3 rails and put him behind the 1,
he doesn't have anything. But I don't see that he's got much here on the 3 ball.
No.
Got to be careful.
My goodness. If don't nothing kick over, he going to have a bank. Oh, he hit it good.
That was a good shot.
Very good.
Well, he's going to have to kick the 1 ball in here, Strawberry.
No other way. And he has to pocket it. He can't, just nip it to play safe or miss the whole ball. He figured to lose the game.
Well, he'll go in ways here, I think, because the 6 in the way is in the way the other way.
Long way.
There's really only one shot here. And he'd like to go 2 rails and have it end up on the end rail of cue ball. And that way he makes it tough for Steve to bank the 6. So he can't bank the 6 here. It's not natural at all.
No. Balls like that remind me of the great Chicago Bucks. Mm-hmm. There's no defense against that. He banked the 6 and run out on you.
Yeah, this is an awkward angle here, though, because to bank the 6 He's got to leave the 4 ball. Plus he knocks the 11 over there.
Flush to the side rail. See it? You see it?
Oh man, that takes a perfect billiard on the 11.
Yeah, I know.
And you got to dig into the cue ball because you have to turn it. You got to put left English on a cue ball, right?
I don't know. He's contemplating the shot.
Well, he's got a 1-0 lead, although it's not much. I don't think he should get cued here and take a chance of that nature. See what he decides to do here. Oh boy.
Pretty good roll out of that.
Yeah, no kidding. And Buddy's in trouble here.
Had a little bit.
Well, he's not in trouble if he can see the 6 to hit it thickly, but I don't know that he can see it. I don't think he can hit the 6.
He can come off the 11.
Right, that'd be
He
the
can
right
come
shot.
off the 11, and if he want to be real aggressive, he can come off the 11 and put him in between the 3, 2, and the 7. You see that, Grady?
Yes, but I don't think he's going to be that aggressive. Because if he mishits that, he could sell out the 7 ball or leave an easy bank.
He's a pretty good banker. Well, that's what he gonna do. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I think that
He went the safe way. I think we're gonna see
an up table
15
game.
balls up the table.
We might.
I haven't seen 3 or 4 of those. We played a few games, quite a few balls up the table, but the other games they were boom gone, boom gone.
Well, Mizerak has no choice here because he can't thin the 6, the 9 ball banks, the 12 banks. But what he has to watch here, see, he can't hit the left side of the 11 with the 6 because the 11 goes over off the 15 and 4 towards Buddy's pocket.
He has to be
he
real
can't.
careful here.
If he's going to shoot this, he can't shoot it because if he hits the left side of the 13, the 4 comes over by Buddy's pocket.
He's going to jack up.
No, he's got to. I think he has to thin this.
No. Got too much going against him.
But that's no good. He leaves a 9
Buddy
ball bank.
back to 12 ball, he out.
He's got a lot of shots here.
Yes.
The 12 is the best one because Steve doesn't have a single ball that'll go.
And if it sit around his hole, he might lose it.
In fact, this is a good enough bank. I think I'd play position on it. I'd try to get the
Yes,
cue ball kind of in the middle of the table.
Yes.
If he makes it, he's got the 5 or the 8. Oh boy, if I were Steve Mizerak, I'd be glad that's over. Well, now he's got a shot, if I see it correctly, to bank the 12 into the stack with quite a bit of speed and just force the cue ball ahead a few inches. He's not looking at a 5 ball combination or a 4 ball combination, is he? A 2 ball? Oh, he's got a lot of stuff going to go over by his pocket if he banks the 12.
Remember, Grady, he's a straight pool player.
Yeah.
He knows those 3 and 4 ball combinations. There was a guy that came up with us, Grady.
Oh, he's playing the 3 off the 2. Nice shot. Nice shot. Guy that came up with us, what? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Kelly.
Oh, Ed Kelly?
One of the strongest combination players you ever seen out of the stack.
Well, you know, people don't mention him sometimes, but
One of
you
the
and I knew
greatest one
Kelly.
pockets ever lived.
But what about 9 ball and straight pool? Jeez, nobody ever beat him playing
Nobody
9
ever
ball.
beat him.
He reigned hundreds playing straight pool. Well, what does he have next? Is there anything here that goes? No, he's going to play for the bank. And you can't, it's hard to fault that.
Yeah. Balls were tied up.
He's got a 3-ball lead. Well, once again, Buddy Hall in a tough spot. I'll tell you that given how the stack is, Straw, I think I would, oh, the 9 banks. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, that the 9 banks.
He's going to play position for the 5.
Boy, he got an awkward angle. He wanted to get where he could follow down for the 8-ball bank.
Yeah.
And standing behind us is Harry Crabtree. He's been a good one-pocket player a lot of years. You know
Who
Harry.
is this?
You know Harry Crabtree.
Standing behind us in the audience. How you doing?
Anyway, I think he's going to play position on a 2-ball.
That's right. It's quite a few years ago. You still trying to play?
Yeah, I'm still playing a little bit now.
Okay, I don't know what he can play position on here, Strawberry. He could load this up with inside English and try to maybe go into the 4-ball or the 11.
Touch the 11.
Or play position on a 2-ball. That's the shot I like. 3 rails. Uh-oh, ooh. He didn't mean to hit it that thinly. Well, he's got a bank on the 12, but that's the kind of shot I might shoot if I were behind. I wouldn't shoot at the head.
The 2-rail?
No, I think he's got a 1-railer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But being ahead, if he happens to hit it a little badly and catch the stack with it, he could leave a dead one or something. He's looking at the 3-railer on the 2-ball. That's not on. There's nothing on the 5-ball. If I had this, I think I'd just consider maybe taking the 4 out and putting the cue ball on the end rail. Of course, that's okay too. I believe it's 5 balls to nothing. Steve Mizerak.
Yes, Buddy don't have a ball this game.
It's a neat game, though. Here's a place. He can't hit the 10 quite thick enough. If he could, he might thin the 6 using
like
the 10 ball and stop the cue ball.
Into Steve's pocket if he hit it.
Well, he's looking at the stack, but I sure don't see anything there. Is he looking at banking the 11, a combination bank using the 4-ball? I don't see much use in that. Hard to get enough speed on it, and you leave a bank on the 12. Now, a 2-railer on the 5, Strawberry, is not out of reach.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
What he's worried about is where's the cue ball.
The cue ball gonna be at. He can't let it set. He got to move it, and then if it go up behind the 2, Steve will be straight in his pocket.
No, he needs to cut the 5 to his right a little bit anyway. I might try to just pull it back to the right side of the 12. He's in a tough spot here. I don't see any real good safety. Do you?
He figured to leave Steve a bank if he shoot up the table.
There's a nice close-up on the screen of the 7-ball cluster.
The score is 5-0. Favor Steve. 2-2 in game.
Well, I can't speak for everybody else, but for myself, when I look for something exotic, I usually get in trouble. You know, if it's not there, it's just not there.
You can do.
Well, I don't like that shot, though. He leaves Steve on the wrong side of the balls. Now, Steve can thin the 4-ball into the 11 if he wants to, or he could just knock the 4 on his side of the table, which is a better shot. Now he forces Buddy to play safe and move something up the table. He'd like to be able to keep as many balls down at the rack end of the table as possible, but there isn't really a good way to do that. He's going to thin the 11. If he does that, he might leave the 15-ball bank, or the 4-ball bank, or the 5-ball. There's nothing to gain there.
Buddy has to be real careful.
Well, it's hard. How does he keep from leaving a bank here?
That's the only way.
Well, I think he left a bank on the 11, didn't he?
The 5 straight back. He can't see 11.
Oh, Buddy has one, so it's 4 balls to 1.
4 to 1.
I don't know if he can shoot the 5. I don't think he can because being behind, Buddy is going to shoot the 15. Nice speed. Now here's a bank, talking about a guy like Bugs. I like this bank here too. It takes a good hit. I like 1 rail in the 4-ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Players. Most players don't know that if you bank at the 4-1 rail, the cue hits the rail so fast it can't kiss.
Yeah, yeah.
It hits the rail so fast and take off toward the top rail, you can't kiss. He might 2-rail it. Told you. Almost pocket that ball too.
Oh, that was a great shot there, wasn't it?
Yes.
Now he's got Steve in a little trouble here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
If he has room to get past the side pocket with the cue ball, I might consider banking or just cutting it to 15. Or he could hit the 15 into the 4.
Try to come down to the bottom rail.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah. He did it.
Well, once again, Buddy just doesn't have anything here.
If he can see the 2-ball, it's a pretty good shot. He might be banking at this ball. I'm not sure. No, too much.
Good shot there.
Well, he was kind of grasping at straws there.
I thought he could see the 2 and put him on it. You know, put him on top of the 2-ball.
Let's see, that's the way you and I think, is to leave the 4 there.
Let it stay by your hole. Let the other guy move it.
When I'm behind, I want to look for a way to at least be able to get more than 1.
Yeah. If he made the 4, he would, you know, maybe had a bank on the 15 if he made it.
Now Steve is going to bank the 5-ball here.
And play position for the 15.
No, I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll just use
It's
a high
natural.
ball.
It'll come back natural. See it? He didn't make it. Come. Nah. Here's a chance for Buddy to get back in the game.
Well, I don't know. He didn't leave much here this season. He doesn't have a thing here, really.
I think if he punch it easy and let it sit and just brush him a little easy. Oh, he's going the other way.
He's just going to knock the four
Just
ball.
nub him.
Oh.
Knock a ball out, yes.
Well, now we're going to see Steve Mizerak knock the probably
4 and 11.
four off the table.
Yeah.
But he should look to see if the 6 ball is dead before he does that. Because if it's dead, Buddy will sure be kicking at it. Oh, wait a minute, I got the pockets mixed up. Dead, it'd be dead for Steve's pocket, so he wants to leave it anyway.
Yeah. The score is what, 4-1?
Yeah.
Still 4-1?
I think so. Oh, now here's a place where, see, I might consider banking the 11, leaving the cue ball on the end rail. And dare him to shoot the 5. But I wouldn't want to leave him straight in on the 5. I want to leave him an angle.
And so he can have to roll the ball.
And not be able to just completely just lag the cue ball down to the end rail.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd play to hit the 11 too thick.
He's going to cross the 11 and hit the 2 ball. Watch. Oh, no, he didn't. Did you see that shot?
Yes.
Cross the 11 and you know, and put him on the 2 and keep the 5 out in the center of the table.
Yeah. I liked that better than what he
did, yeah.
Of course, I don't know. As I look at this, he didn't leave Steve any way to do anything with those 5 balls around the area of the spot. There's not really anything there. Tell you, anything he does with the 12 or the 2 is a little risky.
Yes.
Well, he got it exactly on the rail. If he hadn't, Buddy would have had a pretty good shot. Even as it is, he could elevate the cue and try to bank the 5 into the stack and get just enough.
Stick on the ball.
Well, he wants
hold
to go
it.
into the 212 pretty much, right, with the cue ball?
I think they forget the count on the balls. If he has 2 balls tied up and he need 4, his position is to try to maneuver where he can get 2 more tied up so he can't never lose the game.
Now Steve is going to hit the 8 ball with low right English, cut it to his left a little bit. Yeah. You want something to drink? Something to drink? Yeah, he said just green. Okay, he's looking at doing something with the 10 ball. Now here's the kind of shot. I see a lot of guys do this. I don't like this shot here. Sometimes it'll double out of the pocket funny, and you can only make 1. No.
He hit it pretty good
He
speed.
hit it awfully good.
Very good. Very good speed. Pretty good speed. Where Buddy has to move it.
Yeah. It's not always easy to hit that kind of speed, though.
No.
he leaves it on the side rail,
Man,
Buddy would have had a
the
pretty
ball
good.
bounce up 2 or 3 inches off the rail, he can cross bank it and bring the cue back into the pack and open them up.
Yeah.
I've
Or
seen that
even
shot
worse
made
is if
so-
you leave it where you can cross bank it into the stack and the cue ball back up into that 212 they split open like a watermelon sometimes.
As we were first commenting about remembering the count,
Yeah,
so important.
very
It's
important.
very important. The 12 and the 2 ball
But I'll play from down there.
might be.
Now see, I wouldn't do this. I'd shoot the 8 ball here and keep as many of them up the table as I could.
Yeah. No. You keep minis down the table, give you a possible shot where you can get more balls.
Sure. When you're behind.
Yeah.
Steve has forgotten to count. When you have a man 5-0, you try to tie up 3 balls.
Well, what I would do with this one, Straw, is I would look to see if the 13 goes into the 15, and if it does, I would hit this shot
And sit there.
to knock the 13 into the
And
15,
sit
leave
there.
them both out of play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even look at anything up the table here. I'd want to get one of these 2 balls out of play. And I guarantee you,
Okay, watch.
after this
Something's
shot,
going to happen.
after this shot, Buddy's going to find something to shoot at his pocket.
Now, he's going to 2 rail that. He's going to 1 rail the 8 ball, right?
No, I like 2 railing the 12 and trying to make the 2 ball with
Oh,
the
I
2
didn't
ball.
see it. I didn't see it.
Isn't
up
that a
there.
good shot?
But you see what happened when he moved the 12 up there, Grady? I said it's going to come back to haunt you.
Yeah. He's
Come
got an
back to
angle.
haunt you.
He's got an angle to make the 2 ball here, I believe.
And play position on the 14 if it goes.
Right.
12 ball come back to haunt you. All he had to do was leave it right there. Forgetting the count.
Well, this is makeable. He didn't
Yes.
get exactly where he wanted. He'll use low left
Not
English.
only is it makeable, he can possibly win the game from here.
I don't think he can get on
I'm not.
anything
I'm
next.
saying it could go over there by itself. Oh, he missed.
Okay, 4 balls to 2 balls, but I see the trend of this game changing a little bit. Now Steve Mizerak's
It's
on the
becoming-
defensive.
Yeah. If Steve leave him a shot, the game's even.
Oh, he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot the next shot here. He's going to, no matter how Steve takes this out,
He's going to
Buddy's
shoot
going
at
to have a
something.
bank. Well,
What are you going for, the 2? No.
well, he's got a lot of shots here.
a whole lot of shots.
I think he's looking at the 14. But I'll tell you what, the 2 ball is not a bad shot.
And by being so far away, the high top English will slow it down.
Well, I wouldn't mind even if I hit the 13 with the 2 ball.
See?
Ooh, well, he went all out there.
Remember the 2 balls that I told you that's coming back to haunt you, the 12 and the 2. It almost, look, and in position to win it if it go.
Oh, he left Steve a good shot here, though. Be honest with you, I'm such a big coward. I wouldn't have wanted this shot. I just like to have been able to hit the 14 and play safe. But
Yeah, pretty good shot.
okay, 5 balls. He needs 3. And I think here, Strawberry, that you try to hit the bottom of the 6 with the cue ball and play the 11. I wouldn't play the 10 here. I think the 10's much harder shot than the 11 ball. Of course, if he makes the 10, he's out.
If he makes a 10, he's out.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, he needs 2. And he can draw back to the end rail and up a foot or so for the 11 ball. And he needs one apple.
To win.
Just below center ball, touch of left English. And just like that, it's 3-2.
3-2. Started out 2-zip.
Well, it's easy to play from up here, but I thought Buddy should have maybe not hit that 2-ball so hard.
The match, if Buddy lose the match, it was lost on that short 1-ball shot he missed in the third game. Remember, and Steve won it?
Yeah.
That
Well, sure. I don't believe Buddy missed that shot.
the 1-ball?
Yeah. You're talking about the easy shot he missed.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen one match played where somebody, both players didn't miss at least one relatively makeable shot.
Makeable shot, yeah.
Sometimes after you play safe in one pocket a few times, you got to take a little extra time.
2.
Buddy's going to make one on
Make
the
a ball
break.
on the break again.
And the 9-ball goes. Maybe
Look
the
like the 3 is
15-3
dead.
combination. Look, it must be on.
It's a little room in between there. He might can overhit it and come back for the 10 or the 9. See? It was straight. You see that, Grady?
Well, I don't know. I'm surprised there because he did have the 9-ball. The 9-ball went.
Oh, yeah.
He must have thought he couldn't get position if he played the 9-ball.
Steve has a shot here. You see it?
Well, I see a couple of shots.
I'm talking about the 11. The 11's going to pick the 3 up.
Well, if he's got room to hit the 11 into the side rail and the cue ball easily into the 6-ball, that's a great shot. I don't think he's got room to do that, though. We're going to take another look at the Buddy Hall break shot where he pockets the ball. There it goes, the 14 ball. Well, he's got some choices here. Well, I don't like this one because the cue ball moves too quickly, unless he plays not to make it. Off, see, I didn't think he could control the object ball and the cue ball. Now, you know what I like here, Strawberry? I ignore everything and try to go 3 rails to get on the right side of the 9-ball. My plan would be to bank the 1, get an angle on the 9, and come down for the 6. Then you're out.
Or you can do it. You can do it on this shot. You can go around.
Well, he wants an angle.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised at that.
Yes.
Maybe I
He had a lot of
missed
shots.
I thought he had.
He could have hit the bank to 1 and go around and come back.
Yeah.
Found in one pocket.
Smiling. Steve Mizerak is smiling there. I'm not sure that wasn't a foul. You know?
Oh, no?
Well, did you see how fast the cue ball went forward? He's only like 3 inches
3
from
inches
the
away from it.
11 ball.
I have found in one pocket that if you do something out of the ordinary, 9 chances out of 10, that ball will come back to haunt you.
Oh, you're right.
It'll come back to haunt you every time.
And that reminds me of Peter Rabbit. He believes in reincarnation. He wants to come back as a cue ball and give everybody bad rolls that gave him a hard time. Well, I don't think he's got a bank here. Oh, he does. Okay. See, I don't like to get in this kind of position, Strawberry, where I'm a game down and I'm having to continuously take balls out of my opponent's pocket. That's what I want him to do.
Yeah. You can't win like that.
No.
Taking balls out of man's hole. Oops. He got a roll there.
He sure did. And yet, if Steve, he can't
In a
reach
little
it
bit
because
of
he's
trouble.
left-handed. If he could reach it, he's got a good bank at the 6 here. But he
And
can't
it looks
reach
clean, too.
it. And I don't think he can see the outside of the 6.
He's left-handed.
Right, that's what I say.
A right-handed man could bank it and come back and touch the 10.
Yeah.
You know, I think the best one-pocket players are sitting in the bleachers.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's easy to play good from here, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I think the next time we play, Grady, I'm going to sit up here with the earphones after each shot. Maybe I can see a bigger picture.
Well, look what he's got here. The 12 off the 9. Right?
Yes. He better,
Buddy's, this is Buddy's pocket over.
Why don't he
Yeah.
look at the? Why don't he look at the 4 ball? See it?
Yeah, I think the 1's in the way of it.
I don't know. From the screen, it don't look so, but at least he can go and look.
Well, he's gonna look.
No, the 1's in the way.
But the 12 off the 9 is perfect.
Yeah.
He's even got
Put
an
the
angle
cue
to
ball
pull
on
a
the
cue ball
back
down
rail.
just past the right-hand side pocket. I wouldn't go to the end rail here. Just,
Oh. The 7 was the best shot, I would think. But he's not in such bad shape. Look like the ball is straight in. I don't know whether Steve can maneuver off it or not.
well, this is a shot that's interesting because I think the 12 banks. And I think he's got to shoot that because Buddy's got too many balls by his pocket. I'm talking about after he makes the 3 ball.
He's got to try to roll down for the 12 bank and get some of the balls.
But if he shoots the 3 in and then bunts, I think Buddy's going to win this game.
Yes.
I think you got to give yourself a chance to win.
By coming down for the back, he would give himself a chance.
I might even consider going rail first here on the 3 so that I could get in the middle of the
It's
end
not
rail.
that hard a shot either.
No, he's looking at it. Ronnie used to say that, Ronnie Allen. You get him in a lot of trouble and he'd say, well, pal, I'm giving myself a chance to win. He'd run 8 and out on you and say, racky sacky. I like that.
Yes.
Right?
That's real aggressive. It don't make a difference if he banks at 12, he's out of it.
But he wanted to be farther down.
But this is good. He's gonna have a shot on the 1 or something.
This way, though, he doesn't sell out at all.
Want to do that?
Can you see the 1?
Well, he's sure not in any trouble here.
At all.
Can't make the 1, but he can hit the 4 ball and just leave the cue ball on the rail.
I think Buddy's in a little more trouble than he is if he just no he ain't. No, he's not. No. He let him out of it. See, he let him out of the way he can hit the 4 and put him at the table. Give him the 1. Just let him shoot the 7. I would let him shoot it.
Well, he's got to be careful here. That's a nice shot.
Did he get it over?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's over far
Yeah,
enough.
I can't see it. He's standing in front of me.
Now, Steve, though, can go off the 4 ball and behind those balls. What he has to watch is, I would look to see if the 1 ball banks right now.
Yeah. And then you know how low to keep the cue ball.
Yeah.
Look at this guy here.
Well,
He
that's a
got
good
it
shot.
up there. Yeah, he got it there.
That is an excellent shot. By hiding the
Grady,
7
Grady,
ball,
Grady.
got Buddy in a lot of trouble.
Buddy can give himself a chance by hitting the 6 and put the cue on the top rail. If he does, it makes the man be shooting at a half a pocket if he just give him a little angle. If he give him a straight, he got the whole pocket. But if he give him just a little angle, meaning maybe the center of the table or in between the first two diamonds. Grady, that's my style of play. I like to play like that.
If the 8 was next to the 9, you know what I'd do with this? I'd take a kick at the 4 ball. He can't do it because the 8's not next to the 9, right? Because 9 goes and the 8 goes.
8 goes. But he could, I think he's going to do just what I said to give himself a chance. If Steve misses, he wins the game.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Oh, you got to give yourself a chance.
That's perfect.
I like what he did there.
I told you, I seen it way before he did it.
Now, Buddy's got a big edge here because of the lie of the 13-1, too. That's a dead combination.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He has to pocket this ball if he shoot it. He can't even.
Well, I see a Jersey red terrible removal shot. I don't think he'll do that, but it's possible to move almost everything here.
Splitting the 5 and 15?
But he doesn't. He's a little too close to the rail. And
if he was out a little bit, that'd be a perfect shot. He'd kick everything away from there. The 10 ball going 2 rail out of there. The only difference is the 6 is going to bank back. See it? See it, Grady?
You know, I might consider. You might think I'm crazy. I might consider taking a cut at the 8 ball here and trying to make a nice thick hit on the 5. He's got a chance to get it safe.
No.
Like that. He's got a lot of choices here, none of them very pleasant.
I would, it's a pretty tough situation here.
But he's got a little edge. He's leading by a game, 3 games to 2, and he gets to break the last game. He can afford to take a little chance here. What I would want to do is I'm not going to go down bunting here. You're in a tough spot.
You got to drive those balls.
Tough spot and a tough safety. You always take a shot.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to try to. That's suicidal.
It's hard to control the ball.
Well, it's harder to make a. It's harder to execute this safety off the 4 ball than it is shoot the 7 in, right? That's what he was looking at, coming off the 4 and trying to get behind those balls.
What is he doing? At least they are playing with rhythm, you know, instead of trying to stall. I understand he's in a tough situation, so he has to take his time. But some guys just overburn.
Yeah.
I think here, Grady.
You know, he does have a shot. He could hit the right side of the 15 as he looks at it and play safe. Yeah.
That's easy. Yeah. See, the one ain't gonna bank. Plus, it's gonna move the combination a little bit. You know.
But I think the right shot is to shoot here, some kind of way. I wouldn't elevate the cue. I'd use a level cue.
I wouldn't do this, man.
Of course, these are pretty when you make them.
Yes.
Wham.
Dead man.
Yeah.
Grady, you know what I'd have did? I would have touched the 15 and try to put the cue on the back rail.
Well, what's good about that is you live to fight another day, you know.
Yeah, but he didn't have to fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't have to fight.
Well, tell you what.
Those shots only look good if you make them. Maybe me and Buddy has the same mindset. What I say, I said, put him up the table, let him shoot. Yeah.
Well, he laid the cue ball in a perfect position to make it tough on Steve Mizerak.
And you're one of the few players that I've played one pocket that know how to 4 and 5 ball kisses.
Well, we've had a lot of fun with creative shots over the years.
I love it. I love it. Grady, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Now, the 11 may be dead end off the 10. He's not.
Yes, it looks like it. Yeah. No. Well, if he can jump it real hard, he can make it straight in. It's straight in. It's straight.
All right, he had room.
Real easy. It's straight. It just looked close to him.
I I think the score is either 4 apiece or Buddy has 5 and Mizerak 3.
Buddy has 5. He's playing for 3.
Playing for 3. Well, the 5 ball is going to be next.
And then back to 8 across the corner. I would think if
Well,
he get in on it.
Yeah, or he might get an angle to break him
bump
out.
him
I
up.
don't know.
If he don't, he can go under it. Yeah, that's it. That's angle enough.
Now, what I do with this, I just play position for
For
the
the 8. Yeah,
Because you move the 9
jumps
and 11,
back.
right?
It jumps back by itself. The 11 should go toward his hole. Oops. He gotta play. He gotta shoot at this. You don't have no choice.
Well, if he can reach it comfortably, yeah. But you know, he could even shoot at this. And
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He should be able to reach it.
he could play a 2-rail bigger into the 9, but I don't see any reason for that. You just try to lay this up in the pocket or make it.
He's playing for 1 or 2.
He needs 1. Buddy Hall needs 1. After this shot, we're going to take a second and change the tape no matter what happens. 3 games apiece.
3 games apiece.
We'll be right back.
Pierce will be right back. Hold on for a moment.
Look at this, a ball on the break, Strawberry. 3 apiece, and Steve Mizerak made a ball for the 2nd time in this match on the break. And this has turned out to be everything we hoped for and a little more.
Very much so. I predicted that. I said probably go down to the wire. I don't know. It looks like he has the 14. You see, Grady, if he hit the 9, it looks like it'll throw.
I think he's got to throw it the other way, though.
It's not frozen.
He's got to throw it the other way.
It's not frozen.
A shot here that one-pocket players use a lot, and you're well familiar with it. If he thinks it's got a chance to go, he can use low left English, hit the 13 as thick as he can, and go down to the end rail and put the cue ball back roughly in the area it is now, maybe a little higher than that. Or he can spin the 15 in. The problem is he's left-handed, he can't reach it.
Yes, that's relatively easier shot for a right-handed player than it is for a left-handed player. He has to almost turn completely around.
I love these matches that go down to the last game. Well, let's see if he can reach this. That's a nice stretch for the big guy. Good shot. Well, now he has the luxury of getting about any place he wants to play the 14 if it's makeable. What he doesn't have here is a good angle to get on the 6. I wouldn't go into the stack here, that's for sure. I'd be looking for a way to stop the cue ball after, if the 14 doesn't go, to stop the cue ball after hitting a ball thickly and maybe leaving it.
If he plays the 10 and get over behind the balls, he could almost break him again and leave him on the stack and put the 14 up close to his pocket.
I tell
He's
you,
going for the 6.
This isn't bad either.
No. Now he can shoot it.
Well, he's got to be a little careful here because the 13 will come out, right?
I don't know how he's going to shoot it.
All right, if it doesn't go, the 13 comes out, right?
Right.
Now, how do I know that? By losing hundreds of games like that.
So my point was, if he plays the 10 ball and get over flush behind it, then the 10 don't come out. the 13 don't come out. He'd hit the 9s, put him on the stack, and put the ball jawed up a little bit. Buddy figured to get both of these.
Well, I like what he did there. The 10 goes, so he got an angle where he can bank the 14, just shorten it up a little bit. And I don't like using reverse English here. I'd rather shorten it up with speed and a little bit of draw.
And let it
Makes the
up.
object ball react a little more naturally. Anyway, he can just kind of pull the cue ball up for the 10 ball. Like that. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Well, again, we've had a shift in fortunes here. It's 3-2 at the moment in ball, Steve Mizerak. I don't think he has an angle to do much anything here. He'd like to hit the 11. Oh, look at this shot. Look at this shot.
Beautiful.
I'll tell you what, that's about as good an angle as he could have caught the stack at. Now, what I would think to myself here, Straw, I would want to make sure I don't sell out the 12 ball. That's all I would care about.
I think he plays so aggressive.
Oh, he just went right into the
He plays so aggressive.
You know, I wasn't kidding earlier. That's why they call him the rifleman. Can you imagine? He's only like a half inch off the rail, long distance, thin cut, and just go into the stack like it's a hanger.
And open them back up.
I think those are hard shots.
They are.
Well, he's got a bank here. He wants to go forward a little bit.
Just a
Position
little
on a
bit,
3.
sure.
Oh, he got it a hair too short.
It's a hair too short.
Well, now Steve has a nice angle here, I believe, to bank to 3. I don't think he can get beyond the 9, but he can probably go to the end rail and then into roughly into the 9 ball.
He can go in between 11 and 12. See it? You see it, Grady?
Yeah.
And win it.
If he has that angle, that'd be a great shot.
Look on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, he's got more angle. Yeah.
It's a lot of angle there.
Yeah.
He can do both ways. He don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just pocket the bank. If he makes the bank.
That 3 might be a little low to pass the 8. That's the only reason I could think of he might not do that.
He might go for the 4 and put the cue up the table, I think. And then he give him a combination. Yeah, he can see it. Give him a combination on the 3 and 12. Yes, the 3 and 12. Ooh. Grady, what do you think here, shooting a 12 on the 3?
Oh, I think it's too hard from this distance.
Yeah, the cue ball has tendency to curve if you don't hit it solid.
I don't know what he's doing here.
Sitting down on it.
Well, that's fine if you can hit the 3 with the 11, but if you don't,
I think he left him a bank on the 8, look like.
well, the 3 rolling down that far, though, made it a little harder. But what he can do is lag this. He probably won't make it, and he'll hide Buddy on the 8 ball, and there isn't anything that banks. I would just want to get the cue ball beyond the 3 here. I wouldn't be all that concerned about the 8.
Put the 8 in front of your pocket.
Yeah.
The score is
4 balls to 3, Buddy Hall.
yes.
I'll tell you, at this juncture of the Hill game, I'd be real careful here. I wouldn't want to sell out here. That's just, well, you got to make sure you miss the 3.
Well, he didn't sell out, but I think he has a little bit the worst of it, the situation the ball's in. If Buddy can dig up under it and put it on his side where he can't move it.
Well, I wouldn't go to the side rail here, would you?
The bottom rail.
Right,
Where's
the
he
bottom
going?
rail.
That's the opposite. I mean, he got a kick at the bottom rail and put it up by the side in that area.
Well, this is tough. I think you go into the 3 with the cue ball here. I don't like shooting this with. You can't. Well, it's possible to miss the 3.
He don't have to.
Well, let's see what happens. I think this is a good enough bank. You go all out and try to make it like that.
Yeah.
Even though you're going to leave a bank if you don't make it.
I think it was 50-50.
Well, it's 4 balls apiece, and Steve has a great combination. On the 3-9. Nice shot. Okay, he only needs 3. And this is pretty straightforward here. You play position for the 12 ball. Just below center, left-hand English. Okay, he's playing for 2.
Playing for 2.
Well, I wouldn't get cute with here. I'd just stop the ball and bank the 1 of the 5.
Just try to cinch it. If not, set it in the pocket.
We'll know in just a minute what he decides to do.
I think when it gets down toward the end, everybody plays just basic 1 pocket. They don't try nothing fancy. Look at this guy here, man. Can you believe this?
Well, that's why I like just stopping the ball and playing for the bank.
Remember when I said
you get on
simple,
the hill 100% of the time.
You have to take the 7th ball and shoot at your money.
Okay, Buddy needs 4 balls. And I think you lag this in. Oh, he's got an angle where he doesn't have to hit the 1. That's fine. You don't lag it.
Draw it.
Okay, he needs 3.
Man.
Okay, playing for 2.
I don't know, Grady. He might have got straight in on this ball.
Well, if so, I would draw back and just play to cut the 4, because he can get an angle to go straight back and forth across the table.
Right. He's right on it.
Well, that's a nice shot. He had a slight angle.
Slight,
and obviously,
just a
that's
slight
the right
angle.
shot.
Yes.
Well, Steve Mizerak's got to be sick. He had it hands down. You remember he had to stretch for that shot too, and when you load it up with inside English, that's really tough. All that remains is a relatively easy 4 ball, and this match is another bit of pocket billiard history.
Pocket billiard history.
We're going to do an interview. Okay, we're going to do an interview, and Buddy will be up here with us in just a moment.
And here comes the winner, Mr. Buddy Hall.
Well,
I couldn't think and I couldn't play either.
well, you didn't really play that badly. You missed 2 or 3 balls.
I played horrible 2 games in a row there to let him catch up even.
Well,
from there I played okay, but he played pretty good too.
Well,
sure
he got
did.
back in the match. You missed an easy shot that could have made it. You could have got him 3-0. But,
right.
You missed the 1 ball straight in.
Oh, I missed
You don't miss the 1 ball.
I didn't even threaten the pocket with
2
it.
inches.
I didn't even threaten the pocket with it.
Straight back.
I know it. That's what I said. I didn't even threaten the pocket.
Well, we were talking up here. We both felt that Steve's supposed to just stop the cue ball and take the
Stop
bank.
the cue ball, take the bank for it.
I mean, the only way that you've really got even
That's the
a
only way
ghost
you
of
can
a
lose it,
chance.
not
Oh, when I
stop
saw him following it, that I thought, well, at least I got a chance.
Well, yeah, sure.
You
What
know,
was the
but if he
reason
would
for
have
him
put it
following
cued
ball?
it
All
on
he
the
had to do was
bottom,
just sit there.
I wouldn't have felt like I had any chance.
Well, I tell you what, Rifleman, that's what it takes to win tournaments is to, no, really, you got to get a little fortunate once in a while, and you made a lot of good shots, too.
Yeah,
Very good shots.
I feel like I'm going to have to play quite a bit better in order to do any serious damage in this tournament than what I played there.
Well, you beat Wade Crane 4-0.
Yeah, but I got every role in the world playing Billy. I got every role.
He always says that, Straw. Well, at any rate, we always enjoy watching you play. And, we thought there were some excellent moves there in the match.
Well, thank you very much.
We wish you good luck in your upcoming contest.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Well, Straw, it's been an honor for me, a genuine pleasure. Hope we get to do some more of this kind of thing. And I'd like to mention that if anybody wants this tape or any of a host of other quality products from the ACCUSTATS library, they have only to call 1-800-828-0397. And with that, we'll say good night to everybody. Thank you, Strawberry.
You too, Grady.